Good afternoon to everyone, and thank you for joining us today for the 2012 Ontario Cup Draw. My name is Anthony Totera. I will be your host for this event. I would like to start by introducing the Ontario Cup committee members that are here today assisting with the draw. Chair Joe Camacho, Val Dimizio, Vince Tersini, not here, Winnie Brown, Bernie Huckster, Luis Garneau-Ross, and the competitions and event staff, Robin Gemeindl and Ryan Tusky. There is just one committee member that was unable to be here today, and that is Joe Chelia from Sault Ste. Marie, so we thank him as well. We also have a number of special guests that have joined us here today. All the way from TFC, Oscar Cordon, please stand up. Newly signed to the first team, Quinlan Roberts. 2 Ontario products representing Ontario guys, congratulations. And also Bree Carr-Harris from TFC. And with TFC Academy, Dominic Gentile. Dominic, to assist with the draw. However, before we get started, it is my pleasure to welcome the President of the Ontario Soccer Association, Mr. Ron Smale. Ron, welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2012 Ontario Cup Draw. It's a great pleasure to be here and be part of this great event. Certainly a tremendous amount of history, and we have represented here today everyone from the recreational level right through to the professional level. So as leaders in the game and as athletes, we even have athletes here today as athletes in the game. It continues to be a step forward for us as we grow as an organization through long-term player development and providing the best opportunity that we can for our athletes, our coaches, and our referees. So to each and every one of you, I wish you all the best as you enter the Ontario Cup. Hope the draw works for in your favor, and we'll look forward to talking to each and every one of you today. Thank you.
I'm the technical director of Clarkson Soccer Club, and this is a nice opportunity for us to be here present on the presentation of the Ontario Cup. It's very well done, the way all the teams are distributing the areas and the zones, and it's a very pleasure for us to be here today.
My name is Paul Meikle, and I'm actually coaching with 3 different clubs: Kleinberg Soccer Club, Aaron Mills Soccer Club, and Whitby Soccer Club.
I'm Michael Manicola. I'm with the Kleinberg Nobleton Soccer Club, and we're glad to be here today. It's a great opportunity for us to see some old friends that we haven't seen in a while. In the spirit of camaraderie, it's great to support youth soccer in Ontario.
Thank you. The next group we'll be drawing for is the under 13 boys, but just before we do that, very quickly, I have the under 16 girls here that come back from Spain, undefeated. Let's give them a hand. Well done, ladies. Well done representing the province. Well done. Welcome to Touchline. I'm your host, Anthony Totera, here at the Ontario Cup Draw, and the girls, the under 16 girls, fresh off our training session with head coach Joe Nucifora. Joe, welcome. Let's talk a little bit about your trip to Spain. Undefeated, home of the World Cup champions, men and Euro champions, but you went in there with these girls and you schooled them on how to play the game of soccer. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I think over the course of 4 games, the girls played extremely well. They followed our game plan that we came out with. They executed it to a T, worked very, very hard, and got the results. Like, we scored 15 goals over 2 games. Over 4 games and conceded 2 goals. So I'm very proud of the way they performed and also the way they behaved in Spain off the field. It was a fantastic trip, and it was one that I was proud to be their coach with.
Joe, honestly, let's tell the viewers out there, technically, physically, is this province, is this country ahead of Spain in your mind? Not only that you went undefeated, but from what you saw.
I think from on the female perspective, at the younger age, I think we can compete with them from a physical standpoint. As they get older, their girls and their players have a little bit more of a soccer knowledge and a soccer savvy, and they're able to do things, but we're able to compete just through our organization and through our physicality.
Last question is this, Joe. And the women, Christine Sinclair, everyone knows her worldwide, not just in this province and in this country. She puts the ball in the net. Mm-hmm. Are you grooming these young women to put the ball in the net? Because we're lacking. We're starving for goals at the women's level. Are you teaching them?
I like to think I am, but being a former goalkeeper, I always build out from that and make sure that our goalkeeping is solid, our back line solid, and then just right through the middle is solid. So I actually like to win games 1-0 or 2-0, and I'm happy with that. As long as we don't concede a goal, and all we need to do is just score 1 more than they do, and I'm happy with that. So hopefully within this group we'll have the next Christine Sinclair, but I'm hoping we're having the next Karina LeBlanc in here or Erin McLeod.
Well said, and we got to give a big thanks to a lot of the parents that put a lot of time, money, and effort to going on to this trip. But right now, I want to talk to some of the ladies that have gone over to Spain and experienced that wonderful time that they had there. Young lady, your name?
Paige Barnes.
Paige, tell us about the experience when you got there. Were you nervous the first couple of games you played, and then did you settle down?
Yeah, I was nervous at first. It's like new experience. It's new teams from a different country, but as I started playing, I got comfortable and it got better.
Young lady, your name?
Emma Pizzulo.
And let's talk about Team Ontario going over to Spain. Those girls must have been ready for you. Did you girls have a little bit of extra swagger, a little chip on your shoulder to show them what you got?
Yeah, I think we went in confident in our games and it showed in our result.
Now, young lady, your name?
Adriana Curry.
Adriana, let's talk about what's important in your life. Obviously, the game of soccer, but there's got to be some people that helped you to get where you're at. Maybe some coaches or some parents that helped you. Talk about that.
Yeah, coaches and family, like my mom, my dad.
Her name, his name?
Angela Curry and Dave Curry.
Well said. Young lady, the last question goes to you. This experience that you got must be an experience you'll never forget about. What are you going to take away from this experience in Spain?
Well, I guess playing with players from all different clubs and combining and playing against Spain, which we played really well in and had a good experience there. So.
Well done, ladies. The undefeated under-16 provincial girls. Something that TFC can't say. Undefeated, ladies. Well done. Welcome to Touchline. I'm your host, Anthony Totera, coming to you live from the Ontario Cup draw with 2 TFC players, Oscar Cordon and Quinlan Roberts, newly promoted to the first team. Guys, welcome to the OSA Center. Thanks so much for coming to the Ontario Cup draw. And Quinlan, let's talk about some of the memories you have, if I'm not mistaken, with Brampton East growing up as a youngster here in the great province of Ontario.
Coming up with Brampton East, it was my only rep club. I played with them for my whole youth career, and then coming to the provincial program and the regional program, and then moving up to the national program, and then to TFC Academy.
Quinlan, there's got to be a save that's in your mind, maybe growing up as a youngster, that you made that really sticks out still today. And also, there's got to be a couple people that have been so influential in your life to get where you're at today. Talk about that.
Probably in the Ontario Cup finals against Ajax under 12. A couple big saves in that game, and then coming through the program, my first coach, Roy Johnson, was a good influence on me, and then Jerry, and from the provincial program, the goalie coach, and Patrick Tobo, and just a lot of coaches coming up through the years.
A lot of great people you mentioned there. Oscar, let's talk about some of your memories growing up. There must have been a lot of people that were important to help you get to where you're at, but there must have been a goal or maybe a setup of a goal that you had an Ontario Cup memory. Talk about that.
I mean, I know growing up, playing in the Ontario Cup is always hard to win it, right? So, I mean, finding the last year that was with the rep team, the club team, it was with Mississauga Falcons, and it was the finals, and I actually gave 2 assists for the goal. So, I mean, I think that was a special moment because, I mean, it was the first time out of so many years actually winning it, so it's something to cherish, a big moment.
Oscar, talk about there's some people for sure that are important in your life that help get where you are at today. Who are they? A coach, mom and dad? Talk about them.
I mean, I always say that to my parents, right? I thank God for everything, but my parents and, I mean, all the coaches that I've had. I mean, I've had Paven, Joe Lombardi, Ruben Flores. I mean, all of them were good coaches, and I learned something special from them. So, I mean, there's too many to name.
Well said. And you mentioned to me when you got here, where's Joey Lombardi? Where's Joey Lombardi? I want to say hi to him because he meant so much to you in your life. Quinlan, let's wrap it up. What do you want to say to all the youngsters that are playing keeper here in Ontario that want to be where you're at? What tip or 2 can you give to them to never stop quitting and living their dream?
As you said, just never quit and keep working hard, and one day the hard work will pay off, you know?
Well said, and let's hope to see you soon in a game for TFC, and maybe we can get that goose egg off the stat sheet and get a win. Oscar, talk about what you want to say to all those kids, maybe some kids that aren't so talented, but they're giving 110%. They want to get where you're at. What do you want to say to them?
I think of it as you got to love the sport, have a passion for it. I mean, live, breathe it, and I mean, if you keep on working hard, I mean, I think of it as if you keep working hard, good things come out of it. So, I mean, just keep working at it and love the sport.
Well said, guys. Thanks again for coming to the Ontario Cup draw. We really appreciate it. Thanks to TFC management, Mike Massar, and all the people there to allow us to have 2 great young Ontario products come here to the Ontario Cup draw and join us. Guys, good luck. Get into the playoffs. We're dying to see TFC in the playoffs. And again, thanks for joining us here.